Hello everyone, welcome to Mathematics Step by Step. I am Ying. So today we'll be learning how to convert numbers from one base to another base using various methods. Okay, so the first method is division using place value, and another method is division using base value. Today we'll be learning these two methods. Okay, so by using these two methods, we can convert a number in base 10 to another base, or we can convert a certain base to base 10 and then to another base. And also we can convert a number in base 2 directly to base 8 and a number in base 8 directly to base 2. Okay, so how do you convert a number in base 10 to another base? Let's say we want to convert 58 base 10 to a number in base 2. We can divide 58 using the place value in base 2. This is the first method. And the second method is dividing 58 by 2. Okay, so we'll learn these two methods in this example 5. Okay, Rajang River, which is the longest river in Malaysia, is 563 kilometers. Convert 563 base 10 to a number in base 5. Okay, so this is the first method that we are going to learn today, division using place value. So now we are given this number in base 10. We want to convert it into a number in base 5. Okay, so let's learn this method, division using place value. So let us first write down all the place value. Okay, so 5 power 0, 5 power 1, 5 power 2, 5 power 3, 5 power 4. Okay, so we can see that 563 base 10 is less than this place value, which is 5 to the power of 4. Okay, so we'll start the division using this place value. So we'll divide 563 with 125. Okay, so we get remainder is 63. So we'll move it here. Then divide 63 with the next place value. Okay, which is 5 to the power of 2. Then the 4 that we get here will move down there. Okay, so now 63 divided by 25, then we get 2. This 2 will move down here. Then this remainder we will move over here and we'll divide it with the next place value, which is 5 to the power of 1. Okay, then we get 2. Then this 2 again we move down here, and this remainder will move over here and divide it with the last place value, and we get 3. Okay, so this 3 will move down here. Now we are getting remainder equals to 0, so we'll stop here. Okay, so we have successfully converted 563 base 10 to a number in base 5, which is 4223 base 5. Okay, but usually I'll use this method, okay, division using base value, because I feel that this method is less confusing and easier. Okay, so now we want to convert 563 base 10 to a number in base 5. So we put 563 here. Then we want to convert it into base 5, so we divide it with 5. Okay, so we get 112 and the remainder is 3. Okay, so we continue to divide it with 5. Then we get 22 and the remainder is 2. Okay, then we divide by 5 again. We get 4 here. Then the remainder is 2. Then we divide by 5 again. Then here we get 0. The remainder is 4. Okay, so now all these are the remainders, and we will read from bottom to top. Okay, so 4, 2, 2, 3 base 5. Okay, let's look at another example. Now B. Okay, we want to convert 563 base 10 to a number in base 8. So now, first of all, we'll write down the place value for base 8 first, okay? So the first one, 8 to the power of 0, 8 to the power of 1, 8 to the power of 2, 8 to the power of 3, 8 to the power of 4, okay? So we stop here because we can see that this place value is already greater than 563, okay? So now we'll divide 563 with 8 power 3, which is less than 563, okay? So we get 1 here, and we'll move it down here, and this is the remainder. We'll move here, okay? But because 64 is greater than 51, okay? So 51 will move it over here and divide it with the next place value, which is 8 power 1, okay? So we get 6 here, we'll move it down here. Then this is the remainder, again we move it over here. Then we'll divide it with the next place value, which is 1, okay? Anything to the power of 0 equals to 1. So we get 3 here, now remainder equals to 0, so we stop here. This 3, again, we move down here. So we get 1063 base 8, okay? So now let's look at the second method, division using base value, which is the method that I prefer more, okay? Because I feel like this is a bit confusing. And this method is more straightforward, okay? So 563 base 10, we want to convert it into a number in base 8, okay? So we divide it with 8, we get 70, then remainder is 3, okay? We divide with 8 again, so we get 8, and the remainder is 6. Again, we divide with 8, we get 1, now the remainder is 0. Then we divide with 8 again, we get 0, and the remainder is 1, okay? So now all these are the remainders, and we will read from bottom to top, okay? So 1063 base 8, okay? So now you're more familiar with both of these methods in converting a number in certain base to another base, okay? So now, how do you convert a number in a certain base to base 10 and then to another base, okay? Just now we have learned how to convert a number in base 10 to a number in base 5 and also base 8, right? So now we want to convert a number in certain base to base 10 first, then to another base, okay? So now let's go through this example 6 together. Convert 253 base 6 to a number in base 9, okay? So first of all, we write down the place value for these 3 digits, okay? So base 6 and the power, we always starts from 0. So 6 power 0, 6 power 1, 6 power 2. Then we write down the digits, okay? Then this times this, plus this times this, plus this times this. We get a number in base 10, okay? We have learned this in one of the previous videos, okay? So this is the first step. Then step 2, convert the number in base 10 to base 9, okay? So this is the second method that we have learned just now, division by base value, okay? So 105, we want to convert it into a number in base 9, we divide it by 9. We get 11, and the remainder is 6, okay? All these are the remainders, okay? Then we divide with 9 again, we get 1, the remainder is 2, okay? Then we divide with 9 again, we get 0 here, 1 here, okay? And we'll read from bottom to top. So 1, 2, 6 base 9, okay? Let's look at another example. Example 7. Convert 334 base 5 to a number in base 2. So the first step will convert 334 base 5 to a number in base 10 first, okay? So we write down their respective place value first. Now is base 5, always starts from power 0, then 5 to power 1, 5 to power 2, okay? 3, 3, 4. Then this times this, plus this times this, plus this times this. So we have successfully converted 3, 3, 4 base 5 to a number in base 10, which is 94, okay? So now we want to convert it into a number in base 2. So 94, we'll use the second method that we have learned just now. We'll divide it by 2. We get 47 and the remainder is 0, okay? All these are the remainders, okay? So we divide by 2 again, we get 23. Now the remainder is 1. Divide by 2 again, we get 11. Remainder is 1. Then divide by 2 again, we get 5. Then the remainder is 1. Divide by 2 again, we get 2. And the remainder is 1. Divide by 2 again, we get 1. And the remainder is 1. Divide by 2 again. So now we get 0 here. And remainder is 1. And we will stop here. Then we read from bottom to top. Okay, 1 0 1 1 1 1 0 base 2. Okay, so now we'll learn how to convert a number in base 2 to base 8. Okay, so in order to convert a number in base 2 to base 8, we have a special method here. So let's go through this example 8 together. Convert the numbers in base 2 to a number in base 8. So this is the number in base 2. Okay, so we write it here. Then we divide them 3 digits in a group. Okay, you can see that the first group is in yellow color, the second group is in pink color. Then we write down the place value: 2 to the power 0, 2 to the power 1, 2 to the power 2. Okay, 2 to the power 0, 2 to the power 1, 2 to the power 2. And now here we will write the digit value. So do you still remember how we get the digit value? Digit value is, we get this digit times its place value, this digit times its place value, this digit times its place value. Okay, so we get 420 here. Then 1 times 4 gives us 4. 1 times 2 gives us 2. Then 1 times 1 gives us 1. Okay, so now we add them up. We get 7 here. Add them up, we get 6 here. So 6, 7 base 8. Okay, so we have successfully converted a number in base 2 to a number in base 8. Okay, so this is a special method to use to convert a number in base 2 to base 8. Okay, so now let's look at another method. We'll convert 110 1101 base 2 to a number in base 8. Okay, so we can see that there is 7 digits here, so we'll group them 3 in a group, so like this. Okay, then here left with 1 only. Okay, so we'll add 0 0 in front. Okay, we'll assume it as 0. Okay, then their respective place value: 2 to the power 0, 2 to the power 1, 2 to the power 2. Again repeat here and also here. Okay, then the digit value: this times this gives us 0, this times this again 0. Then we get 1 here. Okay, 1 times 4 gives us 4. 0 here. 1 times 1 gives us 1. Okay, 1 times 4 gives us 4. Here is 0. Then here is 1. Okay, then we add the digit value. 4 plus 0 plus 1 gives us 5. Then here we get 5. Here we get 1. Okay, again we have successfully converted a number in base 2 to a number in base 8. Okay, so I guess now guys you are more familiar with this method also. So just now we have learned how to convert a number from base 2 to base 8. Now we have to learn how to convert from base 8 to base 2. Okay, so the method is quite similar to the method that we have learned just now, just that now the steps are terbalik. Okay, so let's go through this example 9 together. convert the numbers in base 8 to a number in base 2, okay? 517 base 8, so 517, we write them here. Then 7, okay? We know it is made up of 4 plus 2 plus 1, okay? So all these are the place value: 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, and same here, okay? So we know 1 is made up of 1, okay? We know 5 is made up of 4 plus 1, okay? So for this one, right, actually we can write 4 plus 0 plus 1. Then this, we can write it as 0 plus 0 plus 1, okay? Then this is 4 plus 2 plus 1, okay? So that's why 1 times 1 gives us 1 here, 1 times 2 gives us 2 here, 1 times 4 gives us 4 here, okay? So 1 times 1 gives us 1 here, here is 0, here is 0, okay? Like what we have written here. Then 1 times 1 gives us 1, here is 0, then here is 4, okay? So everything is tally. So now we have successfully converted 517 base 8 to a number in base 2, okay? So now let's look at another example, B, okay? So now 725 base 8. So we put 7 here, 2 here, 5 here, okay? Then now we have to write these respective digits. They are made up of what combination of 4, 2, 1, okay? So we can see that 7 is actually equals to 4 plus 2 plus 1. Then 2 is equals to 0 plus 2 plus 0, okay? Then 5 is equals to 4 plus 0 plus 1, okay? So I purposely write it like this so that you guys can see more clearly. So now all these are the place value: 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, and repeat here, okay? So now 1 times 2 power 0 gives us 1 here. So 0 times anything is 0. 1 times 4 gives us 4, okay? So 0 times 1 gives us 0. 1 times 2 gives us 2. 0 times anything is 0. 1 times 1 gives us 1. 1 times 2 gives us 2. 1 times 4 gives us 4, okay? So now we have successfully converted 725 base 8 to a number in base 2, okay? Wow, so we have learned many methods in converting a number in a certain base to a certain base, okay? So you go back and complete this self-practice so that the skill belongs to you, okay? The knowledge belongs to you. So if you have a lot of difficulty in completing your homework, I've prepared an online course, a complete step-by-step guidance in helping you guys to complete your homework, all these self-practices in this textbook, okay? So coming next, in the next video, we'll learn how to do calculations involving addition and also subtraction in various bases, okay? So do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you do not miss out any of my upcoming videos, okay? So see you in my next video. Bye bye.